Hi friends, this is Jason, the Science Outreach Manager and Life Science Educator here at the Children's Museum Houston. I am inside our library today to read you a great story called My Painted House, My Friendly Chicken and Me, which is written by Maya Angelou, who many of you probably have heard of because she's one of the great writers of the United States. And it has photographs by Margaret Courtney Clark. You heard me right, photographs. This is not an illustrated book. It's a photograph book. And this story time is being brought to you by PNC Foundation with special permission by Dragonfly Books. Let's go ahead and get started. My Friendly Chicken and Me. Hello, stranger friend. I am Thandi, an Indabeli girl in South Africa. I am 8 years old, and my best friend, and there's Thandi, is a chicken. And there's Thandi and her chicken. You may laugh at that, but when I tell my friend secrets, she can talk all she wants, but no one can understand her, except another chicken, of course. My chicken not only listens to my stories, she has other uses. If you play with her and take her mind off what's going on, you can quickly, very quickly, snatch a feather or two when she is distracted. She doesn't notice, and the feathers will come in handy later, of course. And there's her chicken again. I have two hopes. One is my name, Thandi, which means hope in my language. All children are hope for their families, and many Indabeli girls are named Hope. If you like, you can call yourself Hope too. In secret, of course. Especially if you are a boy, of course. The other hope I have is that at the end of this book, I can say, goodbye, friend, not goodbye, stranger friend. And there are other children of her village. I don't know why, but Indabeli people do not call anything beautiful. They will say that the best thing is good. All Indabeli women paint their houses, and I want you to know, stranger friend, no one's house is as good as my mother's. She has started to teach me to paint good, very good designs. When I am taller, I shall have a house so good people will stop in front of my walls and smile, and even laugh out loud. And look at this beautiful house that was painted. This is gorgeous. You have to have strong eyes to paint good, and your hand must not shake like a leaf on a tree, for you must fill a chicken's feather with paint and draw a line as straight as a spear. And here they are learning to paint. You must have the pattern inside your head even before you dip the feather into the paint. Your hand must be steady to make the patterns sharp. The walls are high and your legs must be strong because sometimes, and look at them over here painting, very beautiful stuff. My mother and her sisters sit by the fire in winter or in summer under shade trees, and they make good things with beads. They tell stories as they sort and string and sew. My mother lets me watch her, and very soon I shall be making the amafatho, a beaded apron, and the gabi, the fringed loin flap. And they will be so good that when I dance, the stars will dance with me. And look at all the beautiful beading they are doing and the beautiful cloths they are making. This is great. I love this stuff. My father built us small houses, and my mother painted them. We pretend that we can become small and go inside and have our meal. In my village, the children play with penny whistles. And here you can see their small houses, and you can see that she wrote the word small as a fun way of doing things. And over there, they're playing their penny whistles. And bicycles. Some are so shy they try to lose themselves in their mother's blankets. Look at that big bicycle there. And look at this child down here inside her mother's blankets. And some just sit back deep inside themselves and look out at the world. And here are those more introspective children looking deep inside themselves and learning about their world in their own way, which is what we all do. When my friends and I go to school, we wear the uniforms Father bought in the town. And here's their pictures of them in their uniforms. But when we come home, we start jumping and laughing because we can take off those dry, dull clothes and put on our beads again and look very good. And there they are in their beads again. Sometimes I go to the city with my mother and sisters and aunts in a wagon pulled by 4 mules. The women wear their best blankets and best neck rings and very good leg rings, of course. I am always happy to see the city people stare at my mother and relatives because the city folk have nothing so good as the in-the-belly women. Their houses are all one sad color, and the women I see have no beads at all. I feel sorry for them, and I give them a good smile. It must help because they laugh. And here they are, going to town in their mule, and you can see them, all the city people and themselves interacting. I wonder, are little brothers in your village as mischievous as my little brother? He wears a sun cap because he is supposed to tend sheep, but he is so mischievous that sometimes I would like to give him away to someone far, far away. To a good person, of course. He tries to get into everybody's business and even wants to make a chicken his best friend. He will never succeed, mainly because you have to know how to speak to animals. My brother can't help shouting, and of course, the chicken runs away. And there is Standy's little brother. Now about my very friend, the chicken. She runs from me only when she is on her own errands. But when she is free, I take her in my arms and tell her that no, I can't tell you because you are not a chicken. And there's Sandy and her chicken. I have enjoyed telling you about my village, my mother, and my squirmy brother, the beads and the painted houses, and my good friend, the chicken. You may call me friend, and I would like to call you friend. If we ever meet, I will let you hold my chicken. She will keep your secrets safe. And some scenes of the village. You know why, of course. That's an excellent story about friendship and life, different than we know it. I really enjoyed that. If you are watching this story time on YouTube, please hit that subscribe button. If you do, you will be able to get notifications of all our content, science, Mr. O's Oh Wow moments, more story times, and of course, our Tater Tots Tot Tunes. Also, if you would like to read this book to say your family, do so. And then take a picture of you reading it to your family. And then post that picture on our social media sites. We have Instagram, we have Twitter, we have Facebook. With that, I'm going to say goodbye for now. I hope you're doing well, and I hope to see you soon. Have a great day.